Hi there, you're welcome to my channel. My name is Kumi. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'll be showing you how to cut and sew this blouse. The fabric used is organdy and the quantity I used is 3 inches. The first thing I did was to come down from the rough edge by 1 inch. That line becomes my starting point. I'll proceed by marking my client's preferred blouse length and add 1 inch hemming allowance to it. I'll mark 3 inches here as the neck width and 1.5 inch as the neck depth. I'll mark it on this side as well and connect together with my ruler. After this, I will give it a slight curve. The next thing I will do is to place a shoulder measurement. Our shoulder measurement is 16.5. Half of that is 8 1/4. So I will mark right here. From this marking, I'm going to place my tape and mark a sleeve length. And from this sleeve length, I will further mark 2 inches. It will serve as allowance for aiming the sleeve. From this point, I'll come down by 1.5 inch and I'll connect to the neckline. Please note, I am connecting to the neckline, not to the shoulder. You know we have about 4 markings there. The first is for the neck, the second for the shoulder, the third for the sleeve, and the fourth of the sleeve allowance. I'll come upward at the neck region by ½ inch. I'll go to that slanted region and mark ½ inch as well, and I will connect together. This is going to serve as sewing allowance for the upper part of this blouse. I will proceed to mark the round sleeve. Please note, you know I came down by 1.5 inch, right? So my tape is placed on that 1.5, that line, not on the ½ inch allowance. So I'll place my tape here and see what I have at this point. So I'm going to place my tape at this starting point as well and see if that place where I marked the round sleeve also tallies with what I marked upward. So I'm just going to connect upward like this. While I was marking the round sleeve, my tape was on the 1.5 inch line. I hope you got that. I came down by 10 inches. So I will divide a hip by 4 and add 4 inches for ease. The 4 inches also includes 0.5 inch for um sewing allowance. So I'm just going to connect. Our hip is 50 divided by 4 will give me 12.5 plus 6 will give plus 4 will give me 16.5. So I'll be marking 16.5 upward. I'm marking in beads because I'm using a small ruler. I'll mark again and connect together. So I'll place my tape here on our 1 inch starting point and I'll see what I have right here. I'll place it on the 1 inch starting point and mark it right here. I'm just going to connect. You see, if I had connected initially without confirming what I have, it would not have been accurate. I'll come right here and mark 2 inches. Place the curvy part of my ruler and just give it a slight curve. Don't forget to secure your fabric with pin. I have folded my remaining fabric and I have placed the back piece on it. So I'm just going to trim the side towards the sleeve region. I'll come over to the shoulder line and I'm going to trim upward as well. I will stop at the neckline. So can you see I have stopped? So we came down by 1 inch from the rough edge downward, right? So where my pin is upward is the half inch that we gave the neckline that we marked all the way to that to the part of the sleeve that we slanted. I don't know if you understand. So I have marked my 1 inch hemming allowance. I have gone ahead. This first marking you are seeing is 15 inches. You know the blouse length, the actual blouse length is 30, right? So this is 30 plus 1. And then this first marking is half of 30. Then the second marking is the blouse length plus 1 inch sewing allowance. So I'm going to connect. Place my tape here, mark 15, and then mark 30 plus 1, 31 inches. I'm going to keep marking. It was at this point that I realized that even though I said I would mark 1 inch, I don't know, I made a mistake. I marked half inch instead of 1 inch. You remember we came down by 1 inch from the rough edge, right? When I was cutting the back piece. So I have retraced my step. I have corrected my error. You can see from here to that neckline is 1.5. So I have corrected it. I have remarked this is 15 and this is 31. You would also notice that the extension is done at the center, not at the side. So I will mark 7 inches as the depth of the front neckline. I'll remove the pin like this. It's just like you are making a wrap top. I'm going to give it a curve. You can actually decide to mark yours straight upward. And then I will connect this to that 15 inches, which is half of the length of the blouse. If your blouse is 25 inches, it means the midpoint is going to be 12.5. You understand? So just going to cut. So this line is also going to be 30 inches long, which is the length of the blouse. So can you see that marking indicating that I corrected my initial error? I'm going to mark 30 inches. I'll go over to the hem of the blouse and mark 30 inches too. So it means the extension that we give the front piece is 30 inches long. So I'm just going to connect. Now I can continue my cutting. This is the side and this is the center. This is the sleeve. I hope you understand. So this extension is 30 inches long, same length and as the blouse. If you are wondering why I marked a midpoint of 15 instead of 15.5, we are going to disregard the hemming allowance of 1 inch. You know, the entire length is now 31. So just ignore that 1 inch is for hemming allowance. So we are not going to indicate it at the midpoint. So I have placed it shoulder to shoulder. This fabric does not have wrong, neither does it have right side. So I'm going to stitch with half an inch. I'll come to the side and stitch with half an inch downward. I'll do this for both sides and both shoulders. I have stitched, I have also overlocked, and this is what I have. I will, I gave it 1 inch for hemming allowance, right? So I'm going to fold down 1 inch. In essence, this is the hem of the blouse, so I'm going to fold it in like this. I'm going to stitch. All of this is being done on the wrong side. I'll stitch all the way till I get here. And then I give the sleeve 2 inches hemming allowance. I'll fold that in as well. Can you see? I will just go ahead and flip it to the right side. We now have a wrong and a right side because of our stitchings. Before then, I just remembered, place your shoulders together like this and give a notching to the center back. And then we can flip it to the right side. So make a crisscross like this, the rough side facing downward. This one to the wrong side is facing downward. Hold this edge, place it like this, and stitch with half an inch. I have stitched, I opened it up and gave it a very good press. So I'm going to place it together and secure with my pin. So I'll just secure the other part with my pin as well, so that when I'm stitching I won't realize that one of the sides has fallen out. So I'm just going to secure. So I have secured it like this. Just going to twist it a little. Can you see? So I'll do it again. Go like this and twist. So if I place it like this, if I place it like this to stitch, the rough side is going to be outside and I don't want that. So I'm going to do it like this and I'll pin it. So I'm going to continue pinning. When I pin a little on the left, I'll go over to the right and pin a little as well. And then I'll be alternating it till I can't pin it anymore. I'm just trying to alternate so that it won't be one-sided. So that one side will not be long and then the other is short-staffed and also. I'll come here again and pin, and then I think it's okay now. I'll leave the rest. Oh, it's okay. So I'm going to stitch with half an inch all around and stop wherever my pin stops. When I'm done, I will overlock. So can you see this is the part we couldn't stitch? I'm just going to leave it. I have overlocked as well, and this is what we have. Next is the outcome of the blouse of my client. You would be tempted to think you didn't get the style right mere looking at it on the table. Try it on, place the picture of the style in front of you and adjust it on your body. You would see that you got it. Also, if you would be using organdy like me, you may want to consider wearing an underwear with a little shoulder and not a spaghetti, and this would make your body less revealing. And lastly, I will be reviewing with you other fabrics you could use in place of organdy. If you watched this tutorial to this extent, thank you so much for watching. Please leave me comments in the comment section. Do well to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Till I see you in my next tutorial. Bye.